Well, this one is one of those interviews where if you've got a device near you, you might want to grab it and go to our YouTube page just so you can see the guest of honor whose name is Nugget. Now, no offense to our human guest, but it is all about Nugget. Social media has a lot of drawbacks and it brings potential dangers, but there are also many positives that come with connecting strangers, like when it can connect people and communities around a shared goal. Perhaps a beloved animal that's gone missing. Marnie McIntosh knows just how painful a missing pet can be. Marnie's dog Nugget disappeared on Easter Sunday. Marnie joins us now on Zoom from Kleefeld. Hi, Marnie. Thanks for being with us.
Hi, Janet. Thank you for having us.
And that beautiful dog on your lap, and I am biased, full disclosure, I'm a pug parent myself, is Nugget. So clearly, this story has a happy ending. Let's unfold just how you got to this happy ending. Take us to the moment when you realized she was missing.
It was like all hell broke loose pretty much when we realized she was missing. It was like the search was on. We were up and at 'em through the entire house and entire yard, and then not finding her there. That's when we proceeded to get in the vehicles and start driving down all the roads with flashlights, checking the roads and ditches at that point. And that continued actually straight on from Easter Sunday evening right through till probably Tuesday morning, till we actually took a break and grabbed our breath and started to realize we needed to do posters and get some more social media out there.
You mentioned that I mentioned that you're in Kleefeld, where you're joining us now. Can you explain to us what it's like around your home? Describe it to us.
Yeah, it's got some really heavily wooded, thick patches. The developments are built in a surrounding wooded area, along with many farmers' fields that have the thick patches of wood all along them. So it's pretty much woods and fields. The highway, the closest highway, which is Highway 52, is about 2 miles from our house.
Not anybody who lost a pet, especially near wooded areas. I see you giving her a kiss there. You love
Yes,
this
he's
dog,
looking
eh?
at me.
Mommy, why am I on TV right now? I don't
Yeah.
understand. Nugget is 9, and anybody who has had a pet for a while falls madly in love with them. Sometimes you do that on the very first day, the very first moment. Anybody would be worried, any pet owner. But what would be of special concern with Nugget?
Well, Nugget just recently it almost went fully blind. She could only see probably, if you could kind of see like that, she kind of can see it in front of her, but over here she can't really see anything. So she's pretty much blind. She did have a stroke last year, and that we noticed that really advanced her sight, advanced the blindness. So it's been that, and she is, because of that, she is very needy, as you can see. She's kind of just like a baby, like a human baby that's about a year and a half old that you just want to carry everywhere with you.
So how did you handle it when she was gone?
Yeah, that was really tough because, like I said, because we're thinking, how could she possibly? She is a Velcro dog, so she does always stay very close to us. Even if she's by the house, she doesn't go far from us. She's, because of her sight, if she bumps into things, she's kind of like that bumper car where she bumps and then turns, bumps, turns. So we wouldn't think, because of her neediness towards being around like mommy, that she would wander off too far, because she tends to panic. Even just to give you an example, when we let her outside to go to the bathroom, we let her out through the garage area. And as soon as she's done, she comes in and she starts barking to want to come in. She can't wait 2 seconds and sit there and wait nice. She says, let me in, let me in. So this is why our minds were going I can't. It was unexplainable to tell you how our minds were going because of all of the factors that we had to think about with her and the area and everything that was happening all at once.
Are there any predators in the area that that's where I'd go. I'd worry about cars and what about animals?
Yes, there is. There is a lot of coyotes around here, a lot of eagles, and a lot of hawks. Um, there had been a sighting just in LaBrokery, which is about 20 minutes or so, maybe 25 minutes from Kleefeld, that there was a sighting of, I believe, not lynx, but cougar or something close to that as well. So, and then St. Malo's only about 25 minutes from us too, where there is also bears.
Oh, so I don't think I'd be able to sleep. Were you able to sleep?
No, I actually I slept on the couch with the living room window on for the entire time because I was honestly listening to hear any wild animals or anything to hear if I could hear Nugget because Nugget is a very, I mean, if you know a pug, you know how they make those noises. They make those funny pug noises, and when they cry and they bark, they have a certain unique bark that you could hear. So I slept every night listening because I was going to bolt out that door if I heard one sound from a coyote or anything to go out there and find the dog. But we did trudge every day through those heavily thick area of woods to look for her. And
so from your Velcro dog, the dog that is always with you and that one day everybody thinks everybody else let her in because why isn't she with everyone? So suddenly she's gone and everyone's panicking and looking. The community gets involved. You're reaching out, you're putting up posters, you're reaching into social media, and you get a phone call. Take us to the phone call.
Yeah. So this was 16 days later. As like we said, we outpoured to the community. They were absolutely fantastic. How many people were searching? We put it up at all the local businesses here in Kleefeld, and the Kleefeld came from that on that 16th day at about, I said it was close to noon, and we saw that it said L&R Horse and Pets, and I answered it, and they said, "We think we have Nugget." And we were just actually having a major breakdown. We were just couldn't believe like what could possibly, did somebody must have taken her. We didn't know. So we were like, we're there in 2 seconds, and we go into the store and the staff is all there gathered around, and there's Nugget. There is our Nugget. So we were just more than overjoyed. I was just on my knees, just so thankful and thanking everybody and just hugging Nugget. And once Nugget actually looked into our eyes and she just started to put her head back and howled. And you could tell that was, I'm so grateful it's my mom. My mom. So it was great because she was actually found on Highway 52 running frantically, and people made a roadblock and stopped traffic, and they captured her and brought her to the store.
Strangers did this.
Strangers, and there were actually people that had known because we put up so much social media and posters. So they once they recognize, like, it's hard to tell what it could have possibly been because there's hardly any pugs out here. So people didn't recognize what kind of animal it was at first, but once they recognized it, they said that looks like the pug that's been missing. So it seems to us that she could have possibly been taken and dumped. We don't know because we still don't understand how she could have survived in those conditions. Because when she went missing, it was still cold. Remember, there was snow. So it's a miracle from up above. It's literally a miracle from up above, and everybody's thoughts and prayers and help that went into rescuing this pug.
Any words of wisdom or thanks you want to leave us with today? Wisdom for other pet owners?
Yeah, I guess, you just have to really, really, know your animal, and, anything can happen at any time.
And reach out because the community was there for you.
Reach out. reach out and do it right away, and do it all the time. Don't just do it the one time. Remind everybody every day that your animal is missing, and just keep looking and talk to people constantly. Everybody walking everywhere. Do everything you can, and believe that you will, and they will come back to you. I believe miracles can happen now. Thank you, everybody that was involved in her rescue. And thank you, everybody on social media, for sharing this and helping bring animals back to their pet owners.
Marnie McIntosh, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Janet. Have a good day.
You too. Marnie McIntosh is very grateful to the community of people who helped return 9-year-old Nugget to her home.